My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Slay the Spire 2.
Necrominder Day.
Ooh. Yes, Talisman. I do like a strike and a defend upgrade. Sincerely. I mean, like, with an upgraded defend, you get to defend your temporary HP so much more efficiently. And Necrobinder's starting deck is probably the strongest of the starting decks. So a little bit of a boon to that is actually pretty exciting. That said, how much value could we possibly get out of a Silver Crucible here? I wonder if we could get enough value out of one to take this line. So assuming that this question mark is actually an event, we get our 3 easy pull fights. The event might even give us an upgraded card, or even 2. We remove a base card from the deck, we get another upgrade, and then first elite, another upgrade, chest, another elite, rest, another elite. It's a 3 elite line with 3 rests, but we might actually have the ability to take it because it's a very late first elite. I mean, for a 3 elite line. Pretty much has to be before the chest, so halfway before halfway. Soulfish is at the end of this act as well. So I shouldn't plan around like a super heavy draw deck, because I'll just draw all of the beckons back into my hand. Okay, we'll go Crucible. We'll take the left hand. Easy. Oh, alright. With all that decided, now let's just click the cards and watch the screensaver happen. Very complicated screensaver. It takes most of the processing power on the PC at the time. Oh. Alright, hang on. I'm not taking any more damage in this fight, buddy. And by which I mean, I'm not taking any damage in this fight, buddy. Fear, Capture Spirit, and Debilitate. So Fear itself is not really damage. It sets up for damage, but it is probably one of the best ways to set up a Pull from Below build. But Pull from Below is one specific uncommon. There's also Capture Spirit, which, it's nice to get a lot of souls in the draw pile, but at that same rate, that's not going to be especially good against the Soulfish. And then Debilitate, which, realistically, Debilitate unupgraded is pretty much as good as Debilitate upgraded. The 4th turn doesn't really make that much difference often. However, you also really want this when you already have sources of weaken to Debilitate. I think, in terms of general value, I should just take Fear. Especially for this elite line. Oh, but the thing is, if I did get a source of weaken after this, Debilitate, weaken, like, that would be a really good way to make the Skulking Colony deal 0 damage to me. Taking Debilitate. Oh, wow. Danse Macabre and Borrowed Time both in the same store. I don't have the ability to buy both, though. So that's unfortunate for me. I think this is just straight up remove a strike. There is a Fear there as well, but... Well, I mean, I could take the Fear with its upgrade debt, because it's still 2 turns of vulnerable, and vulnerable with double damage as well. Yeah, that's a choice I wouldn't usually make. Let's make that choice. And I don't think I need to carry around a potion just to help me through these next combats, so... Roll forward. I'll take the 10 HP. Especially because I want to get away with just upgrades. So I've got 24 damage in hands, but only 5 block. This is a pretty fair turn to use our attack potion then. Oh, Reap just immediately destroys one of them and allows me to focus on the other one. Sikkim, Countdown, and Poke. So definitely not taking Sikkim or Poke here. Just take Countdown as... I mean, Countdown is going to be good because Soulfish is only really a long fight. Not because of the scaling of the enemy, but because they put more beckons in your deck. Fear, Debilitate, so we've got double damage, or rather, double vulnerability. Oh yeah, double damage effectively. Turns 7 to 14. That said, we've got a block there. Oh man. Doomed at the top of this turn. Beautiful. Death March, Scourge, and Afterlife. I guess Scourge of these? In this position? Okay. Let's get the Fear upgrade so that I actually have 2 turns of the additional vulnerability as well. This deck isn't well set up for this fight, unfortunately. Not a single AoE card abound. Oh, that one's already dead to the Doom. Great. Let's try and get another down then. Ideally, that one before it buffs. But I also do need to defend, so I'm probably not going to be able to manage that. Fear's vulnerability isn't especially good here as well. We're probably just going to be ticking them down. So I'm happy to let that exhaust. Take 10 damage here. Oof. Oh boy. Is this it? I think this might be it. I came into this fight on almost full health. I guess I needed to think that this was going to be the worst fight for me, but was there even a single AoE option that I was offered? I don't recall there being one. Take out that backliner before they buff. Wahoo! We lived! On 1 HP, but you know, that's living large. Ooh, especially when you get a fairy bottle. Delay, Grave Warden, negative pulse. I mean, it would have been negative pulse up until a moment ago. I honestly kind of want to like play super risky here by like upgrading delay and then using fairy bottle. And then trying to roll forward through this. 2 more relics here. Possible activations of those relics resting here. It's just I worry if I don't get more powerful, like I'm already doomed. Just given my health position. So I kind of want to utilize the fairy in the bottle as a save here. 1 more relic, I mean. Forgot about my crucible situation. Hey, look! Good work, Delay. Full defense on that first turn. Yep, this is where Countdown, Fear, Debilitate, Bodyguard, Unleash, Thunk. We drop both defends so that they're in the next cycle. Enemy has Doom that's actually creeping up, so that's going to be significant. We will probably take this enemy out much earlier than usual. Like, Bodyguard, Defend, and Debilitate. And there we go. You're dead at the end of this turn. We take no more damage. Cure All, Mercury Hourglass, Haunt Invoke, and Grave Blast. Of those, with both Delay and Scourge in the deck, I suspect Invoke is our option. Ooh, give up 6 HP. No. Amethyst Aubergine. Whenever you... Oh, sorry. The enemies drop 15 additional gold. Also, the Mercury Hourglass. Start of your turn, deal 3 damage to all enemies. I'd love to Scourge, but Scourge doesn't matter that much in this fight against the Teriel, because, like, you can Scourge most of their HP bar, but really, you want to get them down to the half break point. Countdown, Bodyguard. Fear, Unleash, Defend. It's fine, we do lose Osti, but we don't take additional damage past that. Okay, I'm going to use Cure All. We did draw Debilitate. Now we've got the double vulnerability and enough energy to play out all 3 strikes, so we get the stagger this turn. 1 turn of Debilitation here. I should go for Strike and Bodyguard here over Delay. So, I think there is a way I kill. It would have to be drawing Debilitate or Unleash with the Scourge. Yeah. So that's 24 by itself, and then this is now 12. Hook Repair Knife. Whenever a non-minion enemy dies to Doom, gain 3 HP or heal 3 HP. Also got a decent amount of money there and a pull from below. I mean, the Ethereal is kind of a setup for the pull from below. And also, like, I will take Defy if I see it, so... Fair enough. I don't know if 27 is going to be enough HP. Oh, boy. I'm gonna prevent the rest of that sentence as I realize we're probably not making it out of this fight on 27 HP. Please stop damaging me. You made me frail. I'm terrified. Oh, thank heck I've got lethal. Ooh, Bone Brew. Summon 15, hell yeah. Lethality. Lethality as like a damage multiplier on an attack with also a vulnerability multiplier on Debilitate does end up with nutty numbers. But I think maybe second delay here and then take the upgrade on the second delay. It'd help me roll forward with enough energy to just constantly play out beckons. And we've also got 15 temp HP available for the next fight if it's needed. Also, it's worth noting, we have 52 damage coming out on turn 7, and we will reach turn 7 in this boss fight. Delay countdown. I'll use Bone Brew here as well. Delay. Again. And then we've got Invoke in this hand. Just rolling forward with 5 energy every turn. Love it. Interesting. I want to Debilitate, but I think it's more important to just double beckon here. Nope. Debilitation would have been significantly better, I think, in retrospect. Especially because next turn... Yeah, we've got pull from below as well. Yeah, this one's going to be pull from below, double defend rather than Scourge. Enemy's dead. I probably could have done that without losing, without using the potion as well. Scythe. Reperform and Scourge. So, Reperform's actually a lot more playable than it otherwise would be. Just courtesy of having Delay Invoke and another copy of Delay in the deck. Like, literally, if I drew that in one of the middle turns, I just would have played a Reperform and another Delay. It also is a way for us to deal damage. Or rather, get more enemies with Doom, giving us more health. Also, it kind of links, like, our Doom and damage cause. I mean, I want Neurosurge as well, but Neurosurge doesn't really fix our problems. It just gives us the ability to roll into our first delay really easily. Which, sure, that's nice, but, like, that's not really the problem we're having. If we have any problem, it's that this deck doesn't really scale to anywhere outside of Countdown. I'll take Reaper form. Killing father won't bring peace. You call that thing your father? We do not choose our family. Pale's Horn. Add 2 relax to your deck. Actually, Pale's Legion double block game from card, then go to sleep for 2 turns. So the first delay we rolled into is 26 block a lot of the time. I think that makes it so much easier for us to play those. There's also these relaxes, but that's just like delay plus plus. Gain 15 block, next turn, draw 2 cards, and gain 2 energy. It's not bad, but like if I'm paying for those, I'm not really paying for the Reaper form as much. Give me Pale's Legion. There's a 3-up line here. This is retain on upgrade. That's important. That's really important, actually. That lessens the vulnerability of this deck to draw order. Invoke also wants an upgrade. That 3rd energy actually means a lot. I'm not as upgrade hungry as I thought I was. I don't maybe have to route around just upgrades here. Although the just upgrade line is still pretty good. There's also this with 2 elites. My main scare there would be, how do I deal with Desi? And the answer to that is currently quite poorly. I guess the answer is I take this opening line and then I can decide whether or not I feel like I'm capable of going for more elites or more upgrades. Whether or not I feel like I need to get more powerful or use my power to gain more power. See, here's the retain would rock right now, but blocking for 26. The enemy isn't even doing damage this turn, so I don't have to block. And then next turn, another delay, and I block for another 26. No, you didn't give me a delay! What the hell, man? That's fine, I'm just gonna stagger you so I don't have to do any blocking at all. Oh, did I get 2 delays in the first hand? Is that what happened? Guess it must have. Anyway, you're dead. To Doom, no less, so I get some health. Poke, Friendship, Reap. I'm a little reticent to take the Friendship here. Lowering our attack damage is also lowering our Doom from Reaper. Poke, Reap. No. Oh, you can happen on floor 2? Interesting. I want to take one of the 5 random from our deck because I'm looking for Negative Pulse and Deathbringer and Misery. Because if I can get any of those, I can shore up my Decimillipede fight a lot. Those aren't they. I could just take Capture Spirit as like a generally high value card. Yeah, especially with the delays in the deck. I'm not even necessarily routing a shot, but this is going to be the fake merchant. I'm finally going to get to do that fight. I keep getting denied it, but it's finally going to happen for us. Or it'll just be the normal merchant and I'll just sell them. Yeah, one or the other. Oh, I love full blocking the Thieving Hopper on turn 1. You do it so seldom, so rare, so scarcely. Delay draw? You're kidding me. It's the best block I can do that turn. Don't run away with my card! He runs away before the doom happens. 12. You, but I can't stop him. Oh. Don't ever. I don't want it. I don't want to talk about it. Osti. Am I invested in Osti at all? I am 0 invested in Osti. That's our AoE card, Bone Shards. God, if this thing would just, like, get drawn not in the first or second turn, please. Or at least wait until I can upgrade you, okay? Jeez. Not a great turn there. Oh, I'm gonna throw a foul potion. Prevents a lot of damage. Thankfully, I don't need to do it this turn. We had the Stone Calendar coming in clutch. Defile, Scourge, Snap. I think Defile is both an ethereal card and a high damage card. It's worth taking right now. You can't take Pull from below. You can have a strike, though. Reperform needs its retain upgrade as much as I need both legs. I'm not gonna be taking the elite line, as you might suspect, given how well our normal fights went. Bone Shards for the AoE up. Oh, Vajra as well as Gorget. Good relics. Get that Invoke up. Look for something defensive with that Scourge. Nice. We get it. Big delay. I will delay for the additional energy, but unfortunately it means I'm short of block on this turn. 25. Okay. I did gotta remember I'm in Reaper form. So I just need to spare a little damage the Overcopter's way, and then we're all fine. There we go, something like that. Negative Pulse. With Negative Pulse, do I think I can take a possible Desi? That would be Negative Pulse and Bone Shards, and we've got Reaper form, and in the worst case scenario, I do have 12 damage AoE for everyone with the Power Potion. That's Desi. Okay, so we got the delay for turn 1. We've got Capture Spirit to give us additional cards and choices for upcoming turns. We'll take 3 more HP away from the frontline Desi, because it was buffing that turn. I mean, you know, this isn't a draw I was hoping to see, but it's going to be a lot of damage. Bone Shards for 24 block is nice. I'd love to be able to play that Reperform this turn. That's just not happening, though. Delay definitely has to be part of this turn. The incoming damage is 36. We're currently exactly at 36 defense. Oh, with 37 with the plating we had before as well, though. Double defend from delay this turn. Incoming this turn is 40. I can defend against 41. If I did 12 AoE and then just hit the front line with the Unleash, it takes 20 of their damage off the board. Okay. Then next turn, AoE is almost set up our lethals. Incoming is 29. I can't block that. Damn it. Oh, we got so close. Sadness. Were we truly not able to take Desi with this deck? I mean, not having the turn to be able to play Reperform at any point, just always up against lethal in a turn that I otherwise would have wanted to play Reperform, that certainly hurt. But it even had Retain, so like, it was just that I had to keep playing things that met the moment rather than actually plan towards our victory. And the only things that met the moment as well as plan towards our victory were Negative Pulse and Bone Shards. And we only saw each of those like once or twice. Of course, like one more turn and then the Stone Calendar would have eviscerated everyone, but we weren't even that capable of being defensive there. Damn. I overestimated how defensive we were capable of being consistently. And also the impact of the AoE that we managed to pick up recently. Alas. We're going to have to try and make sure we also pick up some AoE this floor so that we can deal with the kin. Lead Paperweight, 1 or 2 colorless. Yes, please. Oh, I love having a run with Discovery. Let me discover a bunch of berries. Blueberry, strawberry, 64 damage for 4 energy. You know, just all of them. Library. This is an incredible line. Look at this early shop. Look at these early question marks. Goes over into a question mark. Slides all the way up here. Another question mark. Another rest. Rest. Elite. And I even get to choose to end with a shop or another elite. Or even a not elite. What a joy. I gotta make sure I don't put myself in a position I have done multiple times before as well. Which is, getting a card like Discovery in my deck, and then only using Discovery for damage, and then just losing when I don't have damage. I gotta make sure that I actually also have a game plan that can succeed without it. Oop, I had lethal there if I played the bodyguard at the top. That's okay. Sweeping Gaze finishes the lethal there. Defile, Debilitate, and Negative Pulse. I want Debilitate, but you take that after you get Defy, but what if I just take this and then wait for Defy? Negative Pulse is also reliable AoE, and I was just asking about that in terms of the kin and defense. Let's click the correct one. Ooh. Borrowed time and dodge. Can't take both, though. So I'm gonna take neither. Let me remove a strike from this deck. Necromastery. Whenever Osty loses HP, all enemies lose that much HP as well. And then it just go all out aggressive. If you hit Osty, you're just hitting you. Got him. Shroud, Bone Chance. There's the Defy. I didn't take Debilitate. Ooh, Shroud. When you apply Doom, gain 2 block, and then negative Pulse, gain 5 block, apply 7 Doom to all enemies. I think that might be a little bit... I think that might be early enough that I can make, like, Doom application part of my block core. Perfect. Ocean of Doom, 33 Doom, Fear, Power, Melancholy. Let's take Drain Power. I usually don't take that so early. This line's not that aggressive. Give me Chosen Cheese for more max HP. It's almost never my choice there. Especially because Grave Wardens are on offer. There it is! We discovered a berry! Woo! Grave Warden, Putrefy, and Capture Spirits. Thank you. Game heard what I wanted. Upgrade that Discovery for me, please. Poof. Thank heck I have that Shroud out there. Transfigure. No? None of these seem that good for... Wait. I'm gonna... Transfigure... Drain Power. And then... Drain Power on the front line twice, upgrading the rest of the deck. Good lord. These things are so aggressive and do so much damage. I was so very confident before this moment. Haunt, Poke, Graveblast. Graveblast? Yeah. Hammer Frost. First time you play a Power Each combat. Block 7. Alright, this is almost certainly going to be our Potion of Doom. Sleight of Flesh. Whenever you apply a debuff to an enemy, they take 9 damage. Oh, Dooms! Yeah, Dooms is debuffs. Sleight of Flesh. Bodyguard. Body Drain. Yeah, I'll throw a Potion of Doom later. Yeah, because I can throw it for defense. Grave Warden, Great Blast, bring back Discovery. For friendship, maybe? The additional energy will help. Definitely reanimate there to prevent all incoming damage. And we take the enemy down. Beautiful. Red Mask. At the start of combat, apply 1 weak to all enemies. Invoke, please. A lot of the cards in this deck really desperately want an upgrade as well. Hit Drain Power first. Actually a little bit scared about this fight. These guys can get to turns where they're dealing like 30 damage collectively. Oh boy. And I do not have the damage to stop that from happening. Negative Pulse Blade a couple times there. Helps sort us out. And we're all good. Colorless Potion, definitely taking the Reanimate on offer. Hitting up the shop, looking for Delay. Yes. Thank you. Do I also take the Invoke? I think so. I think that'll help paper over the fact that I can't upgrade the first Invoke. So this boss fight is going to be Strength Potion at the start, and then Colorless Pot as soon as we... Ooh. Oh, Banshee's Cry on 0 cost, hell yeah. Got to make sure that I play my... Wait, I don't have a 0 card in this deck. Well, that's the one time I get to play Banshee's Cry, but it's probably still worth it. I'll use Colorless Potion the first time I'm going to be taking an unavoidably large amount of damage. Oh, look, it's time to use Colorless Potion. Beat down, play 3 attacks from your discard pile. That's another Banshee's Cry and Drain Power. That's cool. Hell yeah. Well, that actually went friggin' great. Drop a big Reanimate as well. Bodyguard, invoke. I've got so much energy this turn. And nothing to spend it on. Pequardi doing well. Okay, for Reanimate. Really keeping us around in this one. End of day, sacrifice Eidolon. I mean, end of days, we've got Shroud, we've got Negative Pulse. It's AoE that helps secure our Desi fight this floor. Chartol strikes with Tez, no. Big Hug. Remove 4 cards from deck whenever you shuffle your draw pile out of Soot. Yeah? Pumpkin Candle. I don't want my candle to extinguish at the top of Act 3. Although, there actually is a... Well, probably not, because I don't have money for a removal here. Yeah, I've already paid my 100, so it's 150 then. We could take a super aggressive line, and the additional energy would really help with that, especially considering the costs of Reanimate and End of Days. Alright. I think this is the right position for Pumpkin Candle. I think we use Pumpkin Candle to take a lot of very aggressive decisions on this floor, and then roll that into having enough power to roll over everything else. Guess I'll take Sacrifice. Keep it around as a tool for later. Guess I'll sacrifice. Unleash. Grave Blast back the same unleash. Do it again. Got him. Oh, you'll love to see a Banshee try in that position. Got him. Negative Pulse, Sikkim, and Reeve. I'm happy to take another copy of Negative Pulse in this deck. It's probably the last one I should take, though. Ironclad Region and Silence. I really wish, like... Because there will be other characters in this game in the future, right? In fact, we've gotten a tease that the next character is not too far out. Ridiculously excited. But... Region is a character that's built around having a secondary resource. Stars. And it, you know, Necrobind is also built around a secondary resource of Osty and Osty's health and stuff like that, right? But, like, that's not as crippling as it is to draft Region cards outside of Regent. It almost feels like there should be, like, obtain 3 Regent cards and Venerate. Or something like that to give you the ability to, like, you could also do that with the other ones if you really wanted to. Like, you know, obtain 3 Ironclad cards and Bloodletting or something like that, right? But I really wish that this was an option I felt like I was more comfortable clicking. And I have a slight worry that as more things get added in the future, eventually we'll get to the point where, you know, there's just one that you come to this page and you're like, well, I can use Ironclad cards, so I'll click that. All this to say, show me the silent cards. I want to draw. Escape Plan. Master Planner. I don't discard at all. That's not going to happen. Abrasive. Sly. I don't discard at all, so that's not going to happen. Poison doesn't happen for me either. Pounce. The next skill you play costs 0. That's pretty cool. That's End of Days, Animate, Delay. That's saving costs on a pretty significant amount of the deck. But it's up against Escape Plan, which I'm also pretty happy to take, which is just a free block card for us. Most of the time, because most of our deck is skills. And from here, I could take Prepared, I could take Deflect. I don't have a huge amount of draw in this deck, so I probably don't take Deflect. I think Escape Plan is the only thing I take from this space. Whoa. Could have been a lot better. But sing it with me. It could have been a lot worse. 20 incoming. What you got for me, buddy? I'll take a spur. Can I please have the End of Days? I just want to know what the End of Days would be like. I'm thinking Lakes of Fire. Oh. All right. Seems so. Defying. Our first weaken access in this deck. Absolutely important in the way I'm playing. It's a pretty early shop. I mean, I came this side because I didn't want the shop, but okay. I don't think this deck calls for bone shards. I think I keep my guy alive. I think I could take Countdown, but I could also just, like, skedaddle. I don't think any of these make me that much more strong. Managed to full block and stagger the ball bug in the front line. Okay, then I'll Grey Blast back. End of Days. Like, 4 energy matters so much. Shroud, negative pulse, negative pulse. I considered the reanimate, but the fact that this full defends and moves us towards our win condition at the same time, it's pretty good. Enfeebling Touch is pretty effective against the elites this floor. End of Days needs an upgrade. So much better against Desi now. Would have been nice to play Reanimate there, but I think the delay... Oh, gosh. I thought the delay was going to serve me better. I will weaken you now. Because this turn is a lot of damage. Next turn's a lot of damage as well. I'll take Danse Macabre just to help me block. Come on, Enfeebling Touch and Defy on the only turn the enemy's not attacking. Oh. That's just cruel. And unusual. Dare I say, it's punishing. Reanimates. Defend, Strike, and then Drain Power. Upgrading that Defend and Strike. I mean, I'll take the Banshee's Cry, even though I'm not going to be able to play it again. Wait, no, I have an ethereal card, right? Yeah, I got Defy, That's okay, I'm Defiant. Oh, thank you! This is when Enfeebling Touch needs to appear. Perfect timing touch. I even still take damage. That's how badly we needed that. Defy for Weaken, or... No, it's got to be Invoke. An End of Days. Okay, I haven't played Grey Blast yet, so our goal is get to that. Oh no, the enemy died! No, I wanted to play Grave Blast! Put a card from your discard pile into your hand, it's free this turn. Second End of Days. Wow. No Escape or Negative Pulse. I think it's second End of Days, but No Escape is also the single target boss killer. I don't have a single target boss killer. I've got Knowledge Demon. I'm not cycling the deck to play End of Days 10 times in the Knowledge Demon fight. Take the win condition that's offered to you, Raps. Jeez. Okay. We are defensively weak at the moment. I don't think No Escape's upgrade's that important. I do think Grey Blast is pretty important as an upgrade. Being able to play it through the second cycle of the deck. Shroud, No Escape, Grave Blast plays Grave Warden. There's, No Escape again, but No Escape is significantly better when I've got more Doom on the enemy already. So Discovery shows Squeeze is pretty good damage. I think I want the additional energy. Especially with those souls in the draw pile. So I'll play Delay. And End of Days. Okay. Incoming is 24, which means I can free up enough energy to invoke there, guaranteeing that we're also taking additional energy into the next turn. Oh, thank you for drawing the most expensive card remaining in the deck. That was huge. And that's the No Escape. That'll do it. And these are the fights that aren't Desi, the one that I'm better prepared for now. Liquid Bronze, gain 3 Thorns, and Bone Flute. Whenever Osty attacks, gain 2 block. I'll take a second copy of No Escape, and now bosses are no problem. I still think it's our defense that needs to be shored up more, so let's take the delay upgrade, especially because it gets the second energy. It's hugely transformed into that card. Okay. The negative pulse, no escape, drain power. Wait, hang on, no, I defend before that as well. I don't know if I bring back the upgraded negative pulse though, because this can literally just bring back End of Days and finish. It can bring back End of Days and finish the fight. Should I Liquid Bronze so I might be able to save Liquid Memories for later then? I don't know. I'm gonna elect to play neither of them. It's feeling more and more like I may have made a bad decision. End of Days at the bottom of the deck. So it's definitely just like defend as much as I can this turn, but it's not especially good. You got 12 from a delay. I think like Shroud, Grave Blasts, a negative pulse is 6, 2, 2, 2, 6, 12. It's 12? That's not even that much. Yeah, the best defense I have is just throw out everything in hand. Defy Desi in the middle. So incoming damage, you're 16, you'll be 12. So 11, 12, 23, 9, 32. And I would be blocking 11, 13... is 24. Okay, yeah, it can be a lot worse than that. Captain's Wheel. Start your third turn, gain 18 block, and a bunch of cards I do not want. Come on. There we go. I was about to say first turn, End of Days. Got him. We deserved that after the previous one. Strength Potion, and I don't think I need another Enfeebling Touch, but do I need another Grave Warden? Yes. No, Strength Potion's not important too. I do think I'm going for another upgrade. I think Enfeebling Touch is huge. I probably end up using Liquid Bronze in this fight as well. This enemy does have a multi-attack. Okay, I'm going to take draw one less. I don't like doing that at all, but I will. Oblivion. Yeah, building up your Doom sooner rather than later seems like a better idea. Especially because we are scaling it with no escape. Grey Blast back a delay. And also upgrade 3 cards and discard. Definitely has to be Disintegration this time. That's why I had to take the previous one as the draw reduction, because I wasn't going to be able to take both of them for damage. And this one, I've got souls in the deck. I've got, sometimes 7 energy a turn. I absolutely had to go. So we'll start the next cycle now, unless I want to pull Liquid Memories for something. But I think we probably have enough HP not to do that. I want to invoke and drop the rest of these rather than reanimate right now. It's a lot of damage. This one has to be pull reanimate from the discard pile with Liquid Memories right now. It's basically that or lose. Grey Blast back a no escape. Also, with Oblivion, every time I play a card, I'm giving the enemy doom, so I'm also gaining 2 Shroud. Another 100 for you. You've got the debuff turn after this as well, so I got basically 1 safe turn. Not the no escape, that's it. GG. I'll give you the energy you want so badly. Entropic Brew. I do think Devour Life would add a lot to this deck. Do I? How many souls do I generate in a cycle? 3? 2. Oh, God. Alright, no. My setup in my first cycle, then, is what I need to worry about. I take Undeath so that I can defend myself while I'm setting up these expensive cards. Glam? 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 Why is it never glam? Glam me! Undeath. Hold up. Undeath, do you have the exact same card text as Anger? I need to know. Add a copy of this card into your discard pile. So I know that if Anger is given an enchantment that only happens the first time you play it, that it propagates unused to the new copy. If that happens with Undeath, breathes heavily. And then the last one should just be a card that I intend to play pretty much every time I draw it, so... Well, Discovery is also giving us another card in hand, so... I'll still do it, it's fine. How do I feel about my elite fights? The AoE fight is probably the hardest one for us, but realistically that just comes down to draw order as well. Third turn defense from Captain's Wheel is really useful. So what does that mean for us? I have so many cards I want to cut from this deck. I don't really have anything I want to add at this point. Pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I would cut happily every basic card from this deck and then just roll onwards. I've added enough defense that that's fine. Who are the other elites this floor? Why do I forget it every time? Oh, Soul Nexus, right. That's just scaling damage every turn. Yeah, it's only like 20 damage turn 1. That's not too bad. I think I can take pretty much each of the elites this floor. Maybe I might be overestimating my strength, though, because I don't have the pumpkin candle anymore, and that 4th energy mattered. The real problem here is, like, I either take one elite, or I have to take at least two. Like, this left path is the only path that's only one elite. The middle path is guaranteed to be two. And then the right paths are guaranteed to be two as well. Or three. And that's two before a single rest as well. Okay, I'm gonna take the line up here and then figure out which direction I'm going. Sure. Discovery gives me lethality. Play that and negative pulse. And a defend. I'll also end the day. Calcify pass and fear. No, thank you. I don't think I have the energy to support pass. Shop in the next space so I can sell effectively Entropic Brew. I'm going to drink this, see what we get. We get 2 skill potions. Okay, well, they were relatively low value at least. Take the Valor Potions, and I will throw them at this man. Ugh, for a miniature tent. Well, you didn't say you had a miniature tent. I will happily buy that from you, as well as the Venerable tea set, and a removal of a strike. How do I feel about friendship? I feel very strongly about that friendship, actually. Gain an energy each turn at the cost of 2 strength. I don't care about my strength, but I care about my energy per turn. I don't blame any of the Euro cards, so we'll just take the straight up value of pull aggro. I don't think End of Days is enough to do it here. So we'll defy Grave Warden and Friendship. 7 more block in that Friendship, courtesy of the Permafrost. God, Permafrost is so good. It is so wild to me that people were complaining about Permafrost for the longest time. Like, really? It accounts for the big weakness of powers. Okay, Undeath, and then the new Undeath in the discard pile is where? Okay, so this is the old one, the one that we played, and the new one in the discard pile does still have the draw +3 buff. So it's now 0 energy, 7 block, draw +3 the first time you play it. For each copy. Hell yeah. Oh, there's the additional copy, and it drew 3 cards. Oh, it's so cool. And there's another copy of it in the discard pile as well, actually, so I could even Grey Blast that back right now. I'll do it. Make my entire deck ridiculous. Grey Blast, Negative Pulse, and Defy. Grey Blast bringing back specific cards, especially with this Undeath situation, I think is actually much more important than keeping the deck thin. Okay. Nice. There's the Undeath as well. Let's invoke No Escape. Gotta start setting up those dooms. Discovery is going to draw us into a new draw cycle. With a new Undeath, hell yeah. Oh my god, I had an extra energy that turn. Oops. I'm gonna Grey Blast back the better Undeath. So, Brain Power, End of Days, and Unleash. 24. Next turn's going to be atrocious damage, so I really want to avoid that. No Escape, Defy, Friendship, Salt. I think delay number 2 is actually a really good idea as well. God damn it. After I said all I need to do is cut cards from this deck, immediately all I find are cards that I want to add to this deck. Thankfully I can both upgrade and rest here. Come on, gear ya. Reptile Trinket. Whenever you use a potion, gain 3 strength for the rest of the turn. Friendship delay, give myself a bunch of energy for the next turn. Oh, Enfeebling Touch, negative, negative, and then no escape. Beautiful. Let's no escape, defy, and then double invoke. Great. Delay before we cycle the deck. I'll also Grey Blast back. That was supposed to be the other Undeath, but I'll do it again and get the right one. Drop a couple invokes in the end of that turn, giving us 10 energy for the next turn. Oh. Only had some card draw as well, though. I mean, double delay would be nice, but no escape would be nicer. Okay. Defy to weaken, and then I'll throw the no escape. Especially because I'm only giving up Osti's HP there. Grey Blast brings back a no escape, no escape. Punishes the enemy for continuing to be alive, and we defend as best as we can. Finish the fight. Gremlin Horn. Whenever an enemy dies, gain an energy and draw a card. Wisp, Sick, and Flatten. No. No. Don't need those. Let's get the other Grey Blast upgraded. Second cycle of the deck feels so much weaker without it. It's just another copy of our best card in our discard pile. Ooh, free reanimate. Free animate. I'll play you and a delay, and then I'm going to Grey Blast back a Discovery. Just looking for something else of absurdly high value. Not especially good at utilizing lethality, so I Call of the Void. L'appel du vide. Ooh. I mean, I do want to play the End of Days. Yeah, how else do I intend to win? Yes. I'm gonna use the Distilled Chaos here. Yeah, that didn't give me a huge amount of defense, but it did give me some. Because I have to burn every card I'm not playing right now, so I've really got to be sure that they're getting us towards lethal here. Shroud, negative pulse. No escape is... Yeah, it's lethal on backline. You've got 40 damage in 2 turns time, so I'll take out back early. Beautiful. Speed, Festive Popper, Dredge. 3 cards from discard pile to your hand. Damn it. Stop offering me such ridiculous cards. I told you I was going to stop drafting cards and you're making a fool of me. When you draw an ethereal, draw a card. Honestly, just a little bit more card draw, sure. You know what? Get the ball rolling. I'll play a delay. I was going to bring back and play the Discovery again, but that's gambling. I don't need to gamble. I got deblocked, didn't I? Yeah. That's gonna hurt, because I already played a power as well. Give me that delay. And escape plan, and then slime. Oh, the escape plan missed. Whoop. I should have seen to my defense earlier that turn. There's the enfeebling touch. Would have been a great way to see to my defense earlier that previous turn. Defiant delay before Undeath. Oh yeah. No escape, Grey Blast, the same no escape, no escape. No escape. Drain power and reanimate, please. Just get some temp HP just in case I mess up. Thankfully, we do get Enfeebling Touch, which was actually skill. I chose to draw Enfeebling Touch out of the rest of the 15 cards in my deck. Don't check that claim, please. It's just if you trusted me, you wouldn't check that claim. 197 remaining. Double delay. Doesn't fully block us, but Osty does. Setting us up for basically draw. Oh my gosh. Draw no escape to end the fight. Well, see, there's no escape, but now I actually need something to help defend me as well. Oh, Neurosurge. It's a great card. Oh, there we go. Grey Blast, bring back Enfeebling Touch, and we're all good. Attack Potion. I have turns where Dirge is absolutely a card I would play for a lot of energy. Not commonly, for sure, but, you know, they happen. Actually, this is the fight where I should pop my speed pot. It's going to save me 10 health on this first turn. That's like... That's pretty much exactly where I look at something and go, yeah, I mean, it's better to play it than not. Sometimes I'll do it for 8 health. I don't know, I'm crazy like that. Set up for next turn. I'm getting a ridiculous amount of stuff in hand. I mean, I just want to get all these artifact layers off of you. Just gonna short play Dirge there. Next turn's gonna suck more, so I will Grey Blast back Invoke. Negative Pulse sets up Enfeebling Touch to actually be able to affect the enemy, and then we defend with the rest of our hand. Basically knocks Osty to half HP. Soulstorm's not gonna get huge this fight, but, like... What is? No escape, friendship. Start some stuff here. Invoke. Escape land. Doesn't draw as much as it can, but it does. Try. Soulstorm still no damage. I'll delay for the additional energy next turn and also drop a bodyguard. Preemptively block. Ideally, we have Defy next turn, but with 27 cards left in the deck, we can't rely on that. It could have been worse, but it's starting to get to the point that it can't. I have no escapes in my discard pile. What is this? I have 2. I drafted 2 for a reason. Do I have any draw? Oh, God. All right. Am I dredging double invoke? Is that... I think I'm dredging just double invoke. Get escape plan as well. Get 1 card deeper in the deck. Yeah, I mean, draw past the burn. Worthwhile. See, this is the turn where I have the energy to play Dirge. No escape. Grey Blast back that same no escape. No escape him again. Undeath for the draw. Will Defiance Soul for the draw. No escape once more. Defending next turn is going to be a problem. Do I use an attack potion to try and fish for 15 damage when I have -2 strength? Attack potion makes almost no difference in the upcoming boss fight, so yes. Oh, Grey Blast does it. Yeah, literally just bring back the no escape. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Vajra, Energy Potion, and... I mean, I do debuff the enemy a decent amount. Sleight of Flesh would do a lot of damage, but Hang is just a win condition. Hang's the same win condition as No Escape, though. It's just 1 card instead of, you know, all cards that do Doom contributing to it. So I think maybe Hang... Like, if I'm gonna Grey Blast back a card, surely it should be No Escape rather than Hang. Right? Take Sleight of Flesh. I will upgrade... Dirge? Dirge? Undeath? Considering how often I play Undeath, mate. Oh no, Dredge. Get Retain on it. That's so important. It helps fix our draw order. Okay. Show me discoveries. Second lethality on Haunt. Much happy to see Haunt. Okay, we'll start with Haunt before Escape Plan. Draws 4. Yeah, I want to develop Sleight of Flesh this turn. I also want to develop Shroud. And I'll defy the front line, keeping you weak for a second turn because you're only going to be attacking next turn. Did I invoke? No, I don't have any additional energy. Okay, we'll enfeeble Grave Warden and then start our no escapes on the Queen. Saving Dirge for the next cycle is fine. Those were actually a pretty good set of bound cards. This could have been better, of course. It's okay. I will invoke, actually. Death and Friendship there. We've got Dredge to bring back whatever we need to. In fact, we've even got these Grey Blasts. I'll leave Dredge. That retains. I'll keep that for a later hand. I'm going to Grey Blast back a upgraded Undeath. And then no escape the Queen. There's a second no escape. I thought I was going to do it this turn. Do I? There's a delay in the discard pile. Fine. No escape. I'm going to dredge back. No escape, and delay. Then no escape, delay. Great Undeath there. I'll Grave Blast back the... Oh god, did I not play it? I didn't play the Enfeebling. Okay, we'll go back for a better Undeath. Get a weaken on the enemy front line. It got a lot worse as the turn went on. Here's the first of the no escapes we need to play. It's getting too bad. Oh boy, that's gonna suck. Too slow. Needed to leave in the Enfeebling Touch in the deck as well. Needed to have more block for this to be consistent enough to be able to win here. Why? 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 I thought we had that. Was it Hang? Should I have taken Hang? Sleight of Flesh didn't really end up... Well, I mean, it did end up adding a decent amount of damage to the board, but, like, maybe it slowed us down a bit too much. Not being able to consistently weaken the Torch Head was absolutely a huge problem for us, but it's not like I saw another copy of Defy, I don't think. And this doesn't upgrade to get a second turn of Weaken anymore, which hurts so bad. Potions certainly could have helped if I'd been able to retain them for longer. I think also making sure that I kept the Enfeebling Touch alive that entire fight, just so that in the worst case scenarios, I was capable of retrieving it from the grave pile with the Grave Blast. Probably, like, one of the most, like, dramatically impactful turns that I can have when the enemy has got vulnerable and I've got... Sorry, when I've got vulnerable and frail. So Enfeebling Touch doesn't care about either of those. In fact, it's even better when you're vulnerable because the enemy is actually only dealing, 11 damage, but they're representing 16 damage on board. Yeah, I think maybe I even needed to consider drafting the second Enfeebling Touch because there's also a multi-attack in one of the Doormaker's turns. And I did see a second Enfeebling Touch in that second act. I could have picked that up. Alternatively, if the deck was a lot thinner, then I wouldn't have needed another Enfeebling Touch. It's just the deck got pretty big. There's a lot of cards I could theoretically take out of this deck now, looking at it in retrospect. But, like, a lot of them felt like they definitely needed to be added at the time. Damn. Damn. You know what we need? We need we needed the, what's it called? Peaceful Pipe? Restful Pipe? Pipe? C'est un pipe? C'est un pas un pipe. It's the, it has a name. Ceremonial Pipe? Ritual Pipe? It allows you to, at rest sites, for an action, toke the pipe to remove a card from your deck. That would have been so perfect. Oh, just like 4 or 5 casual more removals over the course of the last floor. Oh, baby. Alas. We find ourselves dead here on the floor of the Queen, laid low by the Torch Head. For the moment. Next time, though, it'll be the other way around. Until then, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game is being Slay the Spire. Top left is a series playlist for all my content of the game, past, present, future. YouTube recommendations down below, streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays, and our but the thank to. And a special thanks this episode to Matthew. Hopefully you'll be enjoying yourselves, and hopefully see you all next time.